Welcome back to another episode of the Crypto Serpent. And wow, how quickly do things change in this space. But from the time that I uploaded yesterday's video, we had three announcements all come out like literally one after another. SEC delays their internal meeting. We've had a mystery which has thrown a spanner in the works, which to date, at the moment, we still don't have an exact answer as to what has happened and where to from here. And it just goes to show just how quickly things can change in this space. So let's go over it today. What has happened? What's happened over the course of the last 24 hours? What does it mean? And where are we going? And so Monday, I could not come soon enough for us to get an understanding of what just happened. Because out of nowhere, it's gone from 45 billion XRP tokens. It's gone to 34 billion, and the market cap has gone from 74 to 58. So it happened, and we thought, glitch, always happens, it'll come back. But no, it's got a tick of approval. This is happened. So what has gone on? How will this impact? Is this got anything to do with settlement? Is this Ripple showing its hand, going, look, we are serious about settling? Nobody knows what is going on behind doors. Why did the SEC delay their internal meeting? It is all up in the air at the moment, but it couldn't be more exciting because I think ultimately that 10 billion gone is a good thing. So if we look over here, and all we got to do is just go to the tick of approval there in the circulating supply, and it says verified data. So it is verified. This has happened, and what it means, we don't know yet. Now, some of you said, how come the price didn't change? Well, the price didn't change because, the circulating supply went down, but when from a mathematics point of view, nothing changes from a price point of view just because that went down. If the total available went down, then that would make sense. But they still are able to put more circulating supply on. So they've reduced the circulating supply, but it doesn't mean that they can't put the circulating supply back on. So that's what it means. That's why the price hasn't had a huge impact. But it is absolutely fascinating what is going on right now, and it's taken everyone by surprise. So you heard yesterday the SEC is set to disclose internal documents on XRP, Bitcoin, and Ethereum. Now, it's going to be very, very, very interesting to see how this plays out. Will they actually release these documents? I think they're going to try and hold on to the documents for life, and that's why I think a settlement is coming. I don't think they want what's in those documents out as public knowledge. So it's going to be very, very, very interesting to see what is going on and how it's going to impact overall. So why have the 10 billion supply gone? What does it mean? How it's going to happen? It will be, bringing that over the course of the next couple of days. And, if it comes out in the next hour, I'll bring it to you in the next hour. So Q1 2021 XRP market report. If you jump on the XRP website, under insights, you can actually check out the latest 2021 first quarter market report, how they've gone, what their thoughts are, and how, they feel that the state of the US crypto regulations are, and what is going on and what they got plans for the next year. Overall, positive. Sales of net purchases are up, almost double Q1 Q1 2021 compared to Q4 2020. If we look at total XRP volume, dollars in billions, you got 148 versus 203, and net sales as percentage of total volume 0.5 to 0.7. So a great report overall on how they're going and how they're tracking. But check it out, it's good stuff. Now, I told you that, we're going to be talking about Flare, and there will be a video that will come out about Flare and how it works and how it's all going to, make part of the XRP ecosystem and Ripple's ecosystem. But this here is very important to understand the entire XRP ecosystem, from a money transfers to the Xpring open development platforms for money, to the crypto loans custody, to the exchanges, to the banks, to the blockchain DeFis, to the payment systems that are using it, to the crypto cards that are using it, to the micropayments that are using it, to the wallets, and to all the other things that are using it. And this is not a 2021 current one, but there is so much to XRP. That's why when somebody comes around and goes scam coin, or why would you get a shit coin? I believe Dogecoin is better than this. Like, just let them, just don't even entertain. Don't even entertain. Just let them be. From a price point of view, we are sitting in a window, and this particular window is very, very important. Now, the 160 is so crucial. We are above, right? So if we drop below, then we're going to be dropping to as low as 150, 152 again. But this is a very critical resistance. And right now, at the time of making this, we've been sitting at $1.60. And when we've been sitting at $1.60, $1.61, $1.62 for the last 12 hours. But it's a very critical point. Now we are at the point that if we consolidate above 170 from here and continue to push forward, then $2 will be just around the corner, which is exciting. So the SEC decided that literally minutes after me publishing the latest video from yesterday, that they delayed their actual internal meeting. So it's going to be May 13th now. So Thursday, 13th of May in Australia, it will be a Friday. And again, still discussing about settlement of injunctive actions, institutional settlement of administrative proceedings, and resolution of litigation claims. So nothing changes from that document. They've just changed the date to May the 13th. Now, how interesting that Ripple goes and burns 10 billion from the supply on the same date that the SEC is meant to meet up. It gets delayed. Coincidence? I actually don't think so at all. I think it's all going to make sense in the next coming days. So SBI Lite, our bank, launches cross-border money transfer service between Cambodia and Vietnam using the RippleNet service. Once again, a classic example of more banks utilizing the XRP ledger to connect to their customers from across the world. I like what BorderX has done here on Twitter, and he's mentioned this particular cycle, and this is very similar to the 2017, and he's just saying the word patience. Be patient. If we judge this particular one, then we could be dropping down to maybe 140, 149 before we continue to rise and push up. Could happen. Could very well happen. But of course, the news, the headlines around the world on Twitter blew up going, what's going on here? 45 billion XRP down to 35 billion and 74 billion down to 58 billion. This has taken over the internet as far as, what is going on and why it's happened. So very interesting. TradingView.com still have XRP on a buy signal. And this is probably mainly why. Like I mentioned, we're sitting in this window of 157, 160, 161. The demand zone is 140, so we could potentially drop to 140 before we bounce to $2 and beyond. So be on the lookout for that. If you hold, don't worry, you don't need to sell and buy back in. It's too much of a risk and too much in capital gains. Depending where you are around the world, I'm not going to get into the topic of capital gains, especially here in Australia. What happens with capital gains is crazy in terms of crypto. But look out for this. Look out for this particular chart. Nothing changes from a target point of view, but of course what I mentioned yesterday was based on everything and all the information that I had up until that point. And now with this particular information, could we get to $3.30 by Monday or by Tuesday once we understand what is going on, or do we have to wait a week until the SEC have their internal meeting? No one knows at the moment. All I know is that from a charts point of view, we're super solid. And even if we do drop to 140, look out for it. But 220 we're around the corner. We're literally, there's not much left. It's just a very small window now. Could be a day, could be 2 days, could be maximum 3 or 4 days. But 220, 240, 330 is literally around the corner. If we look at Bitcoin, US dollar, and XRP versus US dollar, if we look at what Bitcoin did and what it's doing right now versus, and if we look at XRP versus the US dollar, there's no reason why we cannot finish this year at $42 plus. This was Bitcoin's run against the US dollar in 2020. when it peaked at its ultimate low, and then it went on a massive run, as you can see here. We've done a similar pattern against the US dollar. Are we ready to go to $42 from here? Before we talk about 40s and 10s and all that, let's get past the $3.30. Let's break the previous all-time high. This is what I'm expecting. This is the kind of pattern that I'm looking at. That $5.50 retrace to $3.30 and then push forward into the $6.50 and beyond. How quickly do things change in the crypto space? I love it. I love it. Thank you all so much. If you did learn something new today, don't forget to hit the like and subscribe button. And I want to know more about what your thoughts are about this 10 billion circulating supply gone. What are your thoughts? Put them in the comments. I can't wait to see you on the next one.